Hey everyone, welcome back to Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ryan, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you can probably tell, I have a guest here on the channel. This is Cody, one of my best friends.
What's up, guys? I have no web design experience at all, but I'm pretty excited for this video.
Exactly. As he was saying, he has no Wix or web design knowledge, and today we are going to try to see if he is able to design a website using Wix Studio without any knowledge. So in today's video, this is the website that I'm going to have Cody build. It's pretty simple, but I did not teach him anything that the classic editor doesn't have. So I did not teach him about creating grids or adding margin or padding. The only thing that I did teach him is about stacks, and that's only because in the classic editor there's still technically groups. So in a way that is Wix Studio's version of groups. So that's really the only thing that's Wix Studio specific. But besides that, I did not teach him anything that wasn't already like in the classic editor. So without further ado, we're gonna switch over to another page and Cody can go ahead and start designing.
I'll just use this as reference. All right, so I'll start with the image.
So I think for these specific images, instead of doing quick add, you'll go to media.
Okay, the media.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so then they're gonna be here. So I'll use that one. Again, not used to Mac, not used to this like trackpad.
Yeah, I use a trackpad. Yeah. It's not a clicky mouse.
All right, so I'm gonna align this a little more, and then it looks like everything just kind of they kind of like auto aligns everything.
Yeah, it auto docks everything for you.
So that's pretty nice too. So I think I'll just for now leave that just like that. And then, am I good just to copy and paste the texts? Or?
Yeah, I would say like just copy the heading text.
Okay. Yeah, like obviously I'd add the actual like quick add stuff, but
right.
Just for like the actual text, I was maybe just copy and paste it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so we'll just leave that there as a placeholder for now, and then I'm gonna do a paragraph also for below it, so make sure that's aligned. I'm gonna go back, reference it again, and then okay, yeah. So then we have a button also. Yeah, I'm gonna add the button next, and I believe it's just the quick add again. I'm struggling here.
You're good. I do think since I do record at the same time, I think there is a bit of a lag.
Okay.
When you click it.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it takes a second when I'm recording.
Button here, and then yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. And then for are there any like containers or I guess like grouping that
I didn't use a container.
Okay.
But I did stack these.
Okay. And then like the button, paragraph, and the
exactly
all together. Okay. I'll do the same thing, but I'm gonna make sure these are aligned again and stack those.
Heck yeah.
So now whenever this move so can I just click anywhere and it'll all move together, or
so you have to have the stack selected. So you can either use the breadcrumbs here, or you can go to the layers panel and grab the stack, and then you can, with this little handle, you can move the stack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or you can even resize it as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you can still move everything individually, but
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to go back and then reference the original real quick. So can you split a section? Like
You can.
Okay, and like two, I guess like vertically
Yes.
split it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can figure that part out on your own, I will allow it.
Okay. I'm assuming it's just a right click into. Yeah. Guess that. Okay.
Nice.
Now. Now I've got to move everything over.
Yep.
And that should be good, but now it's kind of messed up with the alignment, so.
So you can grab the stack.
Okay.
Yeah, I would leave that as is.
Okay.
And I would grab the stack, either from the layers panel or the, I think you grab this. Okay. And stack, and then you can make the stack wider.
Okay.
There you go. And once you let go, everything will be
something like
there you
that.
go.
Okay.
Nice.
And then just move it down. Oh.
So I did forget to teach you undo and redo. So you can, up here, press undo. And also Command Z does work here as well. On Mac,
Okay, cool.
Or in Studio.
So it kind of just works like any Microsoft kind of
Exactly. Yeah.
software in that sense. So select this stack again, and I'm just gonna center this. It did
There you go.
not. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you need to grab that little blue thing. Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
And there was another way I taught you how to align as well.
Okay. It was on, I believe it was on the right side, so. Yeah, I mean, this is where I'm going to be changing the fonts, colors, like,
Exactly.
for example, this button here was a lot different. I believe it was yellow. And I think it had like the round edges, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I'll start on the button. And sorry, this video is gonna take a while since
You're absolutely
since I'm
fine.
yeah. Okay, so then I guess we can just change the background now to something like that. And then border, corner, try like 25 on. Okay. Oh, just okay. Auto populates for all of them.
Yep. There
That's nice. That's nice. Then we'll go to text. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bold it. And I actually the thing that
click text.
yeah.
And then color.
Okay, I didn't even see that.
It,
It's like
it is.
yeah.
Especially when it's white.
Yeah.
That's what you were looking for, right?
That and just like updating the actual text.
Oh, okay.
Which is like
So there's
I thought
also
I
an
would-
action bar in Wix
Yeah.
that typically applies. So you can see this one right here that says change text.
oh okay. That's
Yeah.
even simpler than like double clicking on the thing. So
I think I
this
said
one
get started.
said get started.
Yeah, I think so. Gert.
Gert started.
Nice.
Okay, so that should be good enough for now. And then for this text, I mean, like, obviously, you could just do the same changes as, like, you know, how we did in the button. So I think for this one, should be good just to, like, copy what you had, right?
I think I left it as that. To be
As
honest.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only text that I ever added was just for the titles, and that was it.
Okay.
You can copy it, and then you can probably just head on up back over to your page and paste it in.
No, I'm assuming the paste is just
Command
how
V.
you would. Okay. B? Or
Command V.
V.
You're on, I think, Control.
Control.
Again,
So
he's not.
Windows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's used to Windows.
Windows. So, honestly, like, all of this is pretty, like, simple. It's really just the Mac shortcuts and everything
Yeah.
that's difficult for me. Okay, so we have this. The actual font size was a lot smaller.
I will say, I think when I copied and pasted it, it copied and pasted the font size with it.
Okay.
So I do.
So it should have just been the same. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then it's just the sizing of the...
Exactly. Yep.
Same with the button. So everything was like left align.
Right.
I think this is the alignment, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does the alignment work like just within like text boxes, or does it work for like any like object?
It works for basically everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So this one I think is starting to look a lot better. And then the image here. Just probably put that in the middle. I mean, it looks pretty similar. I think
Absolutely.
the whole section I think is bigger, or like I think it's further down.
Yeah, like a smidge taller.
Yeah.
Since you did create cells, I would use the layer panel to grab the section, and then you can make it a little bit taller.
Okay.
So the layer panel is right there.
All right. And then so it'd be okay.
Yep.
Just this section, and then you can just click and drag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then is the goal? Do you want me to make it like exactly the same, or is it like
No.
similar? Okay.
Yeah, you can just do what you think works the best. It is kind of freaking
know,
out.
it's like-
I think there's like a handle under this plus that might be a little bit easier to grab. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, if you select the cell, I think it's easier to grab.
Okay.
There you go. I think
Makes
that might have
sense.
been it.
Okay. I think
Nice.
that looks good.
Absolutely.
So you want me to go into tablet and mobile also?
Yeah.
Okay. So the I think you mentioned that like whenever you design on like the PC, or not the PC, but like the desktop, whenever you make changes, it automatically make changes to or updates the tablet and
Absolutely.
the mobile versions.
Yep.
But it doesn't work like reverse, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
So I would start with tablet
Uh-huh.
and then work my way down to mobile.
Yeah, yeah. So and then obviously it has the same changes, but it's not going to look, obviously the same.
Exactly.
So in the desktop, I think that looks pretty good. Tablet, actually, I mean tablet, I think looks pretty decent, but it's going to need some updates.
Right.
Like I think the image is good. Maybe just the sizing of the sections, and then probably moving this whole stack up.
Right.
So then layers, stack.
Yep.
Move that up.
Nice.
And it's not going to be the same exact as desktop anyways. You just have to make it look good, right?
Right.
I mean, I think that looks decent. I think that's good for tablet. You can check out mobile. And as expected,
Yep.
definitely more updates for mobile.
And if you need to, you can check my page on mobile and see kind of the layout I went for.
Gotcha. Yeah. Definitely makes a lot more sense than having to cram everything in there. Okay, so for this, I want to move this cell above or this one below.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will kind of help you out here,
Okay.
just because you weren't supposed to find out about cells.
Oh.
No, but you're good. But to kind of change cells, you can grab both cells.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no. I was thinking swap. What you can do is grab the section itself, and then you have the column option here. You can switch it from column to rows.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
That makes everything really easy.
Exactly.
Okay, so probably move this over, and then we want to expand this over, so it kind of just condenses down the section. And then for readability, what do you recommend? Like
Let's try like 24.
24?
It might have been bigger, but maybe 32.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's good.
And then this,
For
obviously,
this.
we need to...
I told you a number for this one already.
Yeah. Let's see if I remember. Because obviously it's not readable.
Right.
What was it at? 5?
It was at 5, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see what this looks like. Okay.
That's good. So if you grab the stack, and then you edit the stack.
Can you? Okay. Yeah, this is what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Just like
That
space
also
it
works.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that looks like decent. Again, not a not a designer.
No,
So
you're perfectly good. The only other thing I'd make sure of is the button font as well.
oh yeah. Good point. Good point. That's definitely not readable.
Nice.
That should be good.
Awesome.
Okay. So I think all three, mobile, tablet, desktop, they all look good. So that's the first section, and then we're doing this next one, right?
Yes.
And then one more after that.
Yeah, and I think I forgot to tell you how to add a section. I don't know if I did, but you know, when you hover down here, you have add section
Okay.
as an option.
Cool.
And then the only other tip I'll also give you is I think you started designing this and adding stuff, and then you change the height. I do find it a bit easier if you add height first, add your items, and then you can bring it in as needed, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah. Start out by making sure that the sections, like the height, is good. So probably a little more. Yeah, I think that should be good. And then we got containers, so we'll add those next. Or I'm just gonna add one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the
Yeah.
the hard part, the hardest part. Okay, so container right here.
Nope.
We'll just put that there. And then drag it down a little wider. That might be good.
Nice. I think that looked pretty good too.
Okay. Then we got image, title, paragraph, another image. Okay, so 2 images. And then,
And 2 text.
yep. And then, yeah, I didn't know if like this is multiple images or not, but
No, I did simplify it. I did.
Okay.
I condensed them into one.
gotcha. And then we'll make a stack. And then media,
Yeah.
which that was the part I was missing earlier.
And you can use any of the icons. You don't have to use the same exact one.
Okay, cool.
Just for
So I'll just
simplicity.
use like this. Add to page. Move that up to the top left. I don't know if it was like exactly like at the top left, but okay, it looks like there's it was smaller, a little smaller, and then okay. So we'll just move it like that, I think.
That's
and
good.
then size it down, then move it up. I think, yeah, that should be good. And then I also noticed the borders were like rounded for this. So we can just go ahead and do that now. Corners, I think we did 25 last time. Just stick it with the same.
Nice.
All right. What do you recommend just doing the images first and then text after, or just working top to bottom?
I would do top to bottom because I feel like it's just easier to make the the container taller if you need to fit the image in later. But
Gotcha.
I don't know. That's just easier for me. But if it's easier for you to do it the other way, then do that. Whatever's easier for you.
Gotcha. All right, so I'll just do top to bottom. Quick add title, drag that in there, and I'm just gonna copy and paste the text. Command.
Yeah. You're pressing control again.
Automatically go to control. Okay, so we got the title kind of figured out. So it's not double spaced anymore, which is good. And so all I really need to do now is just move, or just make it longer horizontally, drag and drop right there. And I think you just, okay, there actually is text in here.
Yeah, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
I've just been putting paragraphs as paragraphs.
Yeah. So I think that should be good. And then we have the last image here, which this is the hardest part.
Opening the add panel.
Yeah. Alright, just get that aligned there first. Resize it. Okay, let's brought over a little bit. Just get it aligned with the other text. And then, is there a way you can crop images or?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you resized it, it did cut off the top.
Yeah.
So to fix that, you can go into the settings for the image and reset the cropping for it.
Okay.
And then you can just bring it up.
Cool.
But now it's over the text here.
Right.
So I'll let you fix it.
All right. There we go.
So I'd make the
I
box
think-
taller.
Like the container?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then I would select the image, go into settings, and reset it again.
Okay, that should be good. Just, I guess, shift and click works best to... Okay, so container, image...
I will
I
say
don't know if-
you cannot stack the container with everything.
Okay,
Because they're inside the container, so you can't stack the children with the parent, if that makes sense.
yeah. Okay, so that should be good.
Yep.
And
you can press
I forget the... Oh yeah, just it's right there. To duplicate it, you can just copy and then paste it.
Right.
And then can you also just copy and paste the layer?
I would go one parent above that, so I'd go to the container.
Container?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way you get the box with the rounded edges with it.
Gotcha.
And then you just copy and paste it. And then grab the gray box, the container. There you go. And then the blue. Yeah.
Right. So you always want to use this whenever you're moving anything.
Yeah, if it gives you that option, that typically means like it's a parent element and it's going to give you that option to move all the children with it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely getting a lot easier as I just keep working through it. But yeah, definitely at the start I was struggling, but it's definitely like pretty intuitive, and I think it's a lot easier and like user friendly than a lot of other site builders.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, so just add a new section, right, for the third one. Well, we can do the tablet and mobile. Honestly, I think tablet just looks good like that.
Yeah.
And then mobile, that's not terrible, but probably like have them in their own section. So we'll have this one and then this one below.
Right.
And I did forget though how you
Well, we didn't use cells here.
okay.
So, you have a couple different options. You can go back up to desktop and you can grab both containers and stack them together.
Okay.
Or on mobile, you can just make the section taller and kind of position them vertically.
Would you recommend 2 separate sections or one?
I would probably keep it as one.
Okay. All right. So I'll just change the size on this. We'll probably have to double it.
Yep. Maybe even larger, because you're probably going to resize the boxes and the text and all that stuff as well.
True.
So I would probably go to like 800, and then we can make it smaller later on. So yeah, you can actually,
The height,
yeah, you
800?
can set the height.
Okay.
Just type in 800, and it's going to make it pretty large. But then you can grab the top container, use the breadcrumbs or the layer panel to grab the actual container.
Okay. Yeah, probably layers the best.
It is actually probably the easier one. And then
Use this.
you can use that to drag it into position.
So we'll probably move it down, but still have it centered like that.
Yeah, I think that's good. And then you can grab like the bottom left and right corners and kind of resize it.
Do you think that's good size, or maybe?
Yeah, I mean, similar to the section, I like to make it pretty tall initially, and then I can make it smaller if need be.
Yeah.
But I would potentially make it a little bit wider as well.
Okay.
So like, yeah, take the left handle and bring it out a little bit more. Perfect. And then what I would do is grab each of the elements inside of that stack, like let's do the icon first.
Okay.
Or yeah, you can grab the stack and kind of position it if you want. So yeah, grab the stack. I would leave it in like the top left. I would just move it over there, and then I would drag the width of the stack. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Actually, that ain't working too well. So do Command Z. I would grab like the right handle, that one right there, make it wider.
Okay.
And we'll fix everything. Perfect. Right there is good. And then I would
move it down, like just.
I wouldn't do that. But what I would do is like select the icon now. Okay, and then you can see how the width and height are different.
Yeah.
I would maybe make the height the same.
Okay.
So since that one's 39, we'll put in 39. Perfect.
Okay. Cool.
Then I'd go to the heading text, and we'll maybe change that to like 24 because it's a heading text, it needs to be a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And then for the paragraph text, I would change that size.
And then we'll just do like 12.
Yeah, see how that works. Perfect. And then for the final image, go into the settings again and press reset.
Okay, reset image.
Perfect. And then I'd grab the container bottom, or the bottom of the container. And then I would drag it up to the bottom of the image.
Okay.
Just like that.
Cool. All right.
And now you have to do the same thing for another one.
Yep. And we'll probably have to make this longer.
Smidge longer, yeah.
And then.
And one thing you can do as well is if you grab this container, you can look at the width and height. So you can see we did 298, 395. So you can grab this container and do 298 and 395. That way we have them kind of like consistent.
Yeah.
And then you can just line them up right underneath each other.
Okay, cool.
And then you can do the same thing you did with the stack.
I think that should be good.
Nice.
And then, okay. I think the section looks good. Like,
I think so as well.
How everything's placed.
Awesome. Only one more section.
Yep.
I will say, like, that design has the paragraph, but I think the one I just did a button.
Okay.
So what you can do is, since you already have a button designed, you can literally just grab the button and copy and paste it.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we'll have it like that, maybe a little lower. Probably there, and then just widen this. Cool. Resize it. Let's get it centered. I think that
and
should
then
look
you
good.
can edit the text to also be centered as well.
Right. So I think, yeah, I'll just leave it like that for now. Edit text, and then, nope.
So that centered the element.
Okay.
But you can see how there's like a little space there. So there's a way to center the text.
Okay. And okay, we got the alignment here.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So this is to center, or this is to like align the actual objects, or elements.
Exactly. And then for text, there's another alignment, basically.
Gotcha.
The only thing I will say is that this section, or this content in this section, does go in a container.
Okay.
So there is... Adding a container is not too hard. There's 2 ways to do it.
Okay.
So you can either add it how you know, or you can click, like these here, right click, and then place in a container.
Okay.
And then you can, either way. I will say, probably going place in a container like this way.
You want to put the image and everything in there first. Yeah,
it may cause like some weird like resizing issues for the button.
Okay.
So those are 2 options, whichever way you're more comfortable with.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try adding the image and then making the container.
Cool.
From the 3 elements. All right, and then just move that down. We'll just, I guess we're not really too concerned about sizing since we're gonna put everything in a container anyways. So just shift click everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then right click, place a container.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's in a container now,
Yeah.
but it did not add the background color.
Okay. So I think we've got the container selected. You can also check here. Yeah.
Becoming a pro.
And then I think it was this
Yeah.
background color and
then
just gray.
Yeah, I chose this one right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. And then probably the rounded edges. So the corners, put 25 there.
Nice.
And I think that should be good for a container.
Yeah.
And I think it just kind of looks good like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, like, should this be wider or would that look good?
I will say in my design,
Uh-huh.
I did have the container match the width of the containers above it. But
Gotcha.
you can design it however you want. Dang, trackpad double click.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That looks good. And then
Okay.
we'll have to,
And you might need to
I
make
don't know
that,
if-
that container a bit taller.
yeah, probably like that. That should be
And then you can change the container height.
right.
Nice. And then if you grab that image and just use like the bottom right corner, you can stretch it until it fills that container. Perfect.
And then just move it down.
And then you can move it down. And then you can grab the container. Or you can grab the text and the button and bump those down. So if you click the button
Yeah.
and shift click the text above it, and then you can use the shift and arrow keys to bump it down by like 10 pixels at a time.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Nice. I think that looks perfect right there.
Yeah, that looks good. We'll check the changes to the tablet.
And that looks pretty good.
I think that looks good, yeah. And then we'll see how much of a mess the mobile version is. Looks like a
Not too
mess.
bad. It's not too bad actually. Yeah.
I mean, it's really just like the size of the section, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Oh, and then I think oh wait, no. I think it's a little off. There we go.
Perfect.
That should be good, I think.
Yep. And you can change the height a little bit later as well.
Okay.
So I'd grab the image, and then I would send it to the bottom.
And you can do that here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just click that. That way it's out of your way. Then you can edit the text and button to be what you want it to be. Man, you're already working on consistency. I like it. A lot of like designers have struggle with that. So that's really, yeah, that's really good.
I just I think the hardest part is the actual making it look good.
You're doing
like
fantastic.
not like operating in this, you know, but just like coming up with the idea of like
Oh.
how it's gonna look. Like I
Yeah,
guess
even
the
I struggle with that.
design philosophy, I guess, is what you can call it.
Only thing left to do is to resize the resize the container, and then
Yeah.
resize the section.
Okay, so just move this up probably like here.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I think that looks good.
I think that looks great. On desktop, we have this design. I think that looks really cool. And then tablet. I will say we didn't really even have to touch tablet that much, because Wix
Yeah,
Studio
I
kind
think
of does a really fantastic job at scaling that part of it down for you. The
Yeah.
only thing that really needs work typically in Wix Studio is mobile, because things have to go vertical.
That makes sense.
And I think you did a fantastic job, especially with no experience at all, and making it like a vertical layout, and it looks really, really clean. I just want to say thank you to Cody for coming on the channel and helping out with this video. I had fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And this kind of proves you don't need to be an amazing web designer or have professional experience to be able to use and create responsive websites inside of Wix Studio. But that's basically going to wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy, Please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix Studio content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I will see you on the next one.